for my exes now. Ain't no fingers let to count my blessing now. Promises and wish, you trust me, it's been different now. No rings for the things I go missing now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Browns going up against the Colts.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
There we go, T. That's the way to hit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Tight end right.
Out of the gun, Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Now on second down, this is Gore. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing on third down, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. This is Marlon Mack, the rookie from South Florida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Al Woods coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. It's caught. Robert Turbin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Luck finding his emerging tight end Doyle for a Colt first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On 1st down, it's Gore. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On the draw, Luck gives to Gore. And he's got some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it. Following the penalty, it's Gore.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try the air now with Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First and goal, Gore. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Frank Gore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington, and then tomorrow on Monday night we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
A run by Mack to start the drive, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Kaiser now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will get you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. On the toss, it's Gore. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
First throw now for the backup Kessler. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. After the interception, it's Locke. They go with a screen to Gore. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Frank Gore, the ageless one, over 1,000 yards last year. He's the first running back age 33 or older to top 1,000 since John Riggins way back in '83.
So what he's done is he's made the case for running backs who are approaching 30 that there is life on the other side of that number, because many think once you hit 30, you're going to decline.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this one's high, but not very far. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second and 10 now. Kessler once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On third down, Kessler looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Hankins in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Kessler off play action. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Easy.
Now Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Caleb Brantley in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Here we go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go. One. Flex round.
Here's Mack. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
From the gun, Kaiser. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Ohio, here we go.
They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
On first down, Locke drops it underneath to Gore. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Luck now to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And Luck hands this one off to Gore. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll pitch it back to Gore. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Luck gives to his running back, Gore. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Love. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
To the main field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Here's Mack on the toss. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go!
There's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys will probably express.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. DeShone Kizer with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Another carry now for Gore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Check.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Oh, and he'll just get ripped going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down, Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns get a score closer. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. Space to maneuver at the 40. There goes Frank Gore. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 62 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the